Alright, today we're going to learn how to change your wheel hub assembly and ABS sensor in your 2011 Chevy HHR. Here's your part number 513206 from Advance. And like I said, this is your wheel hub assembly and this is your ABS sensor, all made into one piece. This will fix your service traction ABS light if you have that problem. Wheels off, first thing you're going to need to do is take the caliper off. There's a bolt here at the top, one down here at the bottom. Both of them are 15 millimeter. Once you get both of these off, it's just these two, then you're just going to be sliding your caliper off. And I'm going to show you too, I like to tie mine up so that it doesn't fall while I'm working and I don't have to disconnect it and bleed it later. Once you've done that, the rotor just slides right off. You're still going to need your 15 millimeter for these three bolts here. This holds your wheel hub assembly on, also along with the big nut on the front. These are those same three bolts from the back side. You got one at the top, and you got two down at the bottom. And on this side as well. Those are also 15 millimeter. The big nut on the front, 30 millimeter. I used a torque wrench and also an extra set of hands from a helper to hold the wheel hub in place using a big wrench. So I already had this broke loose. And once you take that nut off, there's nothing holding it except for this wire here, which is plugged up to your ABS sensor, made onto the hub. So you just unplug that. There's a little clip that holds the wire in place. That end's actually connected to your wheel hub. Probably going to have to tap it some. You might have to use a wheel puller. This one honestly hadn't been on but a couple of years. The bearing's good, the sensor just went bad, so it really wasn't that bad to get loose. Once it comes off, you're going to see that that metal shield is going to come with it. There's the old one. The blue thing at the top is a sensor. You can see it's not seated correctly, and anyway, it went bad. Here's the brand new one. Plastic piece on top. You'll just be taking that off and you're going to be tossing it to the side. Metal shield goes back on with that big hole at the bottom. I'm just kind of showing you placement here. But I put it on my hub assembly first, and then I feed my wire back through the hole. Plug the wire up, set that one back in place. It comes with a brand new clip on your new one, so if you tear the old clip, getting the old one off, don't worry about it. And it just plugs in. I always like to start with the three bolts, put them back on before the big one, because obviously it's easier to maneuver the thing around and get your bolts lined up. Tighten the main nut back on. I did put anti-seize on it, in case I'm the guy that's back in here next time. The rotor just slides on. Put your calipers back on after this. I used a C-clamp to get mine back open. Like I said, no bleeding of brakes necessary. And you know, and as a side note, now that you know how to get in there, you see how you can change a rotor, how you can get to your caliper, change your brake pads. Might do that in another video. I'm sure I'll be changing them one day. Hope this helps you out. Like I said, this will cover if you've got a ABS or traction light error code, and if you get it plugged up, usually they can tell you which wheel it is. Thank you now.